Greetings, everyone. It is the TonicMan. Yes, indeed, another podcast. And this one has a little twist to it that's going to excite you. Of course, we have guests who have incredible, unbelievable, outrageous, remarkable success stories. That is the byline of the whole organization for years and years and years. And you will hear one person talk about drinking from as early as 1985. Imagine. And we have many people, some I still speak to fairly often, who do drink and have been drinking for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Matter of fact, we have a Zoom call video with one lady who is 75 years old, and we had her on the program, and she has been drinking since the 80s as well. So it is not something that you take once or twice and that's it. It's something that you make part of your lifestyle, and you should introduce your children when they're born to the tonic, just as you introduce all your four-legged friends to the tonic. Keep everybody well. And the reason you do this is because this is a catalyst that works to change the chemistry of the blood. Anything with blood, warm blood, can benefit by it. And you will hear on this call, again, a couple of folks who have really, really benefited from it. One in particular is going to be talking about a pet, a four-legged. And the other one, of course, will be talking about herself, how it is a youth solution, how at 85 years old, she still is whistled at on the street when she walks down the street. This is because she looks far younger than her age. And in the case of Betty, who is going to talk about a pet, this is a remarkable story. So let's let you listen. And what I want you to understand tonight is that these calls were made when these folks called me or I called them to say hello or talk about something else. And all of a sudden they started talking about the success story. So I told them, can you hold on a second? Let me record it. And they said, sure. So I clicked on my recorder. All of you who have an iPhone, now you're able to record a call when you're on a call. Up in the left-hand corner, there's that little squiggly thing. You press on it and bam, you're recording. Of course, you have to advise people you're recording, but there's also a little ding, ding once in a while that tells everybody that this is being recorded. And you'll hear it when we play these two calls, because that is how I captured these success stories for this call tonight. And I think you all could be doing it all day long, because when you're sharing the tonic with someone, they're all going to get a reaction. And when they have it the first time, it's when they're the most excited. We had a lady who was on a phone call who had a hernia for a long time and had disappeared. But she had called her brother, and he actually recorded it. And she was so excited on that call. So, of course, when we played it, it was the most exciting call. Not that one is preparing for it and practicing it and then doing it on a Sunday night. So that means that we can do this more and more often, and you all can participate quickly. And remember, all the people that you get on your call and record them, and we play them on the Success Story podcast on a Sunday night, they all get their free bottle just like everyone else who is a participant. So start thinking about that and do it. Practice with somebody. Maybe some of you already are recording phone calls with loved ones and friends that you talk to, and for other reasons, even business reasons, to keep track of all the details and so on. So have a look at that, and remember, that's how we did these two calls tonight, so everybody can do them. It's no big technologic necessity. You just press the button and bam, it's recording. So give that a try. So here we go. And the first call is going to be our animal lovers call. This is just extraordinary, folks. This is one you really have to tighten your seatbelt. So remember, we cure nothing, neither for animals, neither for humans. And these are personal stories of these folks, and they are not edited. And we do not think that there is anything in there that is contrary to any regulation. They're just plain true stories. They drank or they gave the tonic to their four-legged friends or their two-legged friends or loved ones, and things started to change. So have a listen. And the first one, of course, is our friend from many, many years, Betty, who is relating this story about a feral cat that became her pet. So here we go.
I have an older feral cat that I took in many years ago, and she's never been very well. She's had feline leukemia, and there's no cure for that. And she's to the point, or she was to the point, that I was every single day getting up in the morning. My first thing to do was to clean her face with a warm cloth because she would have literally pus coming out of her nose, coming out of her mouth, and her eyes. So a couple of times a day, I would clean her face to make sure she could eat. And a lot of times I would have to hand feed her because she wasn't even capable of eating. So she has more than 9 lives for sure. But 2 months ago, she's not much of a milk drinker, but I decided to add some tonic into her milk and see what would happen. So actually, she started drinking the milk when I put the little bit of tonic in. Maybe not even about an eighth of an ounce, I'd say, I've been giving her. So for the last 2 months, just about every day, to be quite honest, she has been improving. I'm at the point now, after giving her the tonic every single day, she no longer has any discharge at all. Her eyes are totally perfect. She eats very, very well, and now she eats on her own. So, at the vet, they say there's absolutely no cure for feline leukemia. And I've heard that, of course, from many vets, and there's nothing you can do for it. So I honestly think that the JC tonic has totally taken care of that issue. And I'm so happy for her. And her life is much easier now. She's breathing really well and no more discharge at all. Before it was just running out of her nose.
How old is she?
So there you
How old is she?
Well, I got her as a feral cat. She was probably outdoors for about 2 or 3 years before I could even get her in the house and calm her down. And she's a real pet now. But I would say she's probably at least 11 or 12 by now, because I've had her now for a number of years. So it's very, very wonderful to see what's happened to her.
No kidding. What a great story. Oh,
But yeah. But this is something, for feline leukemia to actually have something that is really, really working on her after all these years. And she had kittens outside when she was a feral cat and when I couldn't catch her. And all the kittens ended up with the same disease and they all ended up passing away. So pretty special, when you see a miracle like that from the JC tonic.
And you put it in milk.
I put it in milk. Yeah, not a, maybe a quarter of a cup of milk with about an eighth or no, a little more maybe than a quarter of a cup of milk, but with an eighth of the JC tonic. And I'll do that actually in the morning and at night before she goes to bed. I keep her separate in the kitchen just because my new puppy likes to eat her and I can't let her do that. But yeah, she's always separate in the kitchens with her milk. And at night, I change the milk. So she gets fresh milk in the morning and in the night, and fresh tonic morning and night with the milk.
So she was getting maybe an eighth of an ounce in the morning, an eighth of an ounce at night, or
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And it really, really saved her life, to be honest.
What a great story. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
many, many times, she has been on death's bed, to be quite honest. And I would say to my husband, she's not going to make it, and then she'll spring back. But until I got her on the tonic now, and to see her eating all by herself and with a really good appetite, it's really wonderful to see.
Well, get a photo of
Yeah,
her as she's improving, or something like that, and send it on, and we'll make sure people hear this
yeah,
testimony. This is great. Give hope to a lot
yeah.
of
No,
people. Yeah, it's always how to get an animal to drink the tonic. We got dogs and cats,
yeah, well,
and they
she's
all
doing
turn
a
up
lot.
their nose.
Yeah, I think she knows it's helping her. I really do. I really think she knows that it's helping her. With all the years I've tried to help her too, she realizes,
Did you
she's
ever
smart.
try putting the tonic in anything else, and did she refuse it when it's in the food or in water or anything, and will drink it when it's in food?
Honestly, I haven't done that, and I will start. I can start doing it. Like I kept saying, I should do it. I should do it. But then maybe she'd get more in her.
Well, the milk is a good idea. I never thought about putting it in milk, but
Yeah, well,
we suggest that people put it in the water, put it in food, in the food. But a lot of animals turn their nose up at it, and I've heard that from many people, including our
I've
dog.
always given. Yeah, I've always given my dogs an ounce because they were bigger dogs. An ounce a day, and they would have it in milk. They wouldn't eat it in food. And so they'd get a whole ounce with a cup of milk, and they would drink that down and just really, really enjoy it. And I tell people that even now, especially new clients, make sure you give it to your pets. And there's been many times when people have, just called me personally to say, how much should I give? And my dog weighs, such and such an amount.
Well,
Of
an
course,
ounce is good if you can get an ounce in a big dog. That's fantastic.
oh yeah, no, they love it. They never once turned their nose at tonic and milk. Really enjoyed it. Because I used to always, because they were big dogs, a German Shepherd and a Border Collie. And now I have a little Border Collie, but she's on the tonic now.
You give it to her in
But
milk as well?
yeah, I just started actually because
Yeah,
she's only a couple of months old.
sure.
But she's taking it in milk, and yeah, she's quite a character. But yeah, I always did that, with the milk and the dog, and they enjoyed it like that.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna do that.
yeah, and
I'm
well,
gonna
don't
try. You might try that with our
or
dogs as well.
yeah, and the horses love it too. I used to always give my horse 2 ounces a day. And he did very well on that. And a lot of the race horses, if any of our clients have people who are trainers, especially at the racetrack, because a second, in a race makes all the difference in the world. Give them 4 ounces of tonic every day, and especially before they go racing. And they'll make a lot of money for trainers.
Well, you put that directly in the feed, though, don't you, with the horses?
You do, yeah.
Yeah,
Just in feed,
yeah, they'll eat it.
yeah.
They all eat it.
Oh yeah,
Super.
they love the tonic. Yeah, I love it
Fantastic,
all, but
Betty.
yeah, so I'm glad I got to tell you that story. I've been waiting because she's been doing so well, the cat. And, I kept every day, like I was saying, just a little of an improvement. And now for the last couple of weeks, I don't even have to wipe her face at all anymore. She gets up in the morning and her face is clean. Her eyes are nice and bright. They're not running anymore. And before, actually, she used to look forward to me putting the warm face cloth on her face to clean her up. And I could still do that, of course, because she enjoyed it. But the only reason she enjoyed it was she couldn't breathe at all before. And now she can just breathe on her own, no problems at all.
That's
So,
fantastic.
yeah.
What a great story.
Yeah, there.
So I don't have to comment too much on what Betty said. All of you with four-legged friends should be giving a measure of the JC tonic to them daily or every couple of days so that they remain healthy as well. Because we have all been there when we've had to put down a pet, and it ain't a happy day, is it? So get them on the tonic. You put a little bit, just like Betty said, a certain amount. She even mentioned how much to give to dogs. So dogs and cats and horses. So most animals will benefit greatly. Not most, any of them. If they have blood, they'll all benefit by it. So next we have another lady who's giving her success story once again. because she's given it over the years. But this is a little twist to a fun thing that happened, and it really is something to open your eyes. If someone can be this vivacious and vibrant and excited with it, with a strong brain and a strong mental condition and a lovely body, all the rest of it at 85, that means we can all be there. Just got to drink the tonic every day for a long time. So here we go. Ruthie, come on down. Tell us all what happened.
I went to the with my new doctors, and I gave him all of the ailments that my old doctor said was wrong with me, like high blood pressure, kidney failure, heart disease.
Your previous doctor told you you had all those problems?
Yes,
Really?
he- yes, and he had me for like 3 years with me being the healthiest patient that he had. Okay. And so I fired him. After he told me all of that, and I told him, I said, well, all of a sudden, I've been the healthiest patient that you, in over the last 30 or 40 years, doctors had, the healthiest patient, and all of a sudden, I have all these ailments. You telling me that, and I'm not feeling any symptoms at all. I don't believe this. And then he said to me, oh, well, when you all get old, you just don't take care of yourself. And I said, Doc, you have the wrong patient.
For sure. He had the wrong chart.
You have the wrong patient. I've been with you all these years and years before, being a healthy patient all of a sudden. I am the sick is dying. I should feel something. And he said, oh, well, I'm going to put you on this medication. I said, then you're going to have to take it because I'm not. And so I let him go. I just left him, and then later I saw he was retiring. But with my new doctor, I took the records with me and all the his statements to my new doctor, and he said, "Well, Ruthie, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna do blood work on it." He said, and then we'll find out. Anthony, they took 5 tubes of blood. When I went on the ninth, he said, and I knew I took my empty ball with the tonic, I took my business card, and I took, all the herbs, the 18 bi-directional herbs, a printout of all of those, because I knew he was going to have questions. Well, what are you doing? Okay. So he said, okay, Miss Ruth, you are so pretty today. How are you? I said, I'm fine. He said, yeah, your blood work came back great. And he sat and he read everything off to me. Your kidney's good, your bladder. He said, everything is good. He said, I don't know what he was looking at. I said, he was looking at getting a bigger check from the pharmaceutical.
Oh, Lord.
That's what he was looking at. I said, because you can see when the doctors get paid because of what they do for you or to you, their report, you can see how much money the insurance paid them. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So it was like $450. If he lied on 10 patients that week, he right up.
But you said he was retiring, the other
Well, he
doc.
said that after.
Oh,
After I fired him, I wasn't going back to him. No, you're not going to push this medicine on me because I'm not taking it. Okay.
yeah.
So this doctor said, you are in good shape. So I gave him my business card. He read all the ingredients on the box, wrote it in my chart on the box, and took all those papers with all the ingredients, the 18 by directional, each one, you have it itemized.
Yep.
He put it in my file.
Oh,
He's a Chinese doctor.
oh, really?
Yes. And he said, Ruthie, keep doing what you do. He said, because everything looked good. I said, yes, because now, bro, if you put all your patience on this tonic, we're gonna be in good shape, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't tell him that, but I said to myself, he was nice enough to take my card, read it, and put it in my file so he know what I'm.
How old is he?
He look like he might be in his maybe about 65 or 70.
Oh, so he's older. That's good. Okay.
Yes, yes, and he and his wife, they really, really like me. And they say I light up the office when I come in. They be wanting that energy.
Well, they don't see any 85-year-olds like you too often.
No, I'm almost 86.
Well, you're still 85.
Yes, the doctor said I'm in a 60. Okay,
That's right.
I'll take it.
That's
And
right.
last night we went to a fundraiser for the village,
Yeah.
and I met a doctor who here on the board, and I might be sounding a little different because I decided to try my hearing aid that I had a little hard of hearing in my left ear. And the doctor told me to try them. So if my voice sound a little different, that's because of the volume.
Your voice is fine. How's your hearing? With you have you have a little hearing aid there?
Well, they are in my ear now, and that's was wondering if I could letting you know that. Patrice said, "Well, you sound different. Are you trying your hearing aids?" I said, well, "For $2,500, I need to try it because the doctor said it would correct the left ear." Okay, so I find myself like, like you put the volume up high.
Well, Ruthie, they sell good hearing aids for $300 or $400. So before you go and spend that kind of money,
Now,
try the least expensive ones.
I had them over 3 years now. I just decided to go ahead and wear them. Okay.
Oh, you've got them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been had them because I was wondering what was wrong with that ear, and I know they was pushing the sale. So I read up everything, and I said, well, let me just go ahead and try it.
Well, you
So,
don't sound any different.
oh, great, great. Yeah, because I learned my voice, and I know I'm excited and can't stop it. But last night at the sale, it was a lot of managers, like the big sales representatives and fundraisers.
Yeah.
And this gentleman who is on the board here, every manager, and your girl was ready. I had about 15 of my business cards, okay? Every manager that came up and, oh, look, this is Ruthie. Oh, she's one of the tops at New Lines Village. I mean, and one of the doctors from Tampa General, where I was the area director, he saw me and he says, oh, I know her.
Oh, isn't that great? Oh.
Yes. He said, take my card. He said, oh, do you have a card? I said, yes. He said, you Miss Neil, right? I said, yes, I am. He
From Tampa General.
Yes, yes, like I worked there for 30 years as the area director for environmental service.
Wow.
Yes, and for their first heart transplant at Tampa General, I supervised that cleanliness of the room for the operation.
Oh, fantastic. But
Yes,
he recognized you because you haven't changed in 30 years.
that's what he said, and he showed me the doctor that did the surgery, and he said my name, because if it was a problem, they would call Miss Nia, come to this area, Miss Nia. He said, you has not changed. I said, oh, yes, I'm 85. He said, what?
Oh, great.
Anthony, that was the reason to give him my card. And he gave me his card. And he's, what he said, some kind of, oh God, hold on. Oh, he's he is still into medical, but it's some kind of herbal shot that he's given, and he's the founder. And so he gave me his card, and I gave him mine. So he's on the board here, and a gentleman from the school board is on the board, and I'm the only one. So everything in my station.
Because they all came to see you. That's right.
Yes, yes. It was,
Good for you, Ruthie. Fantastic. That's great, great, great.
yes, and it was a 50. So you know your girl was looking good in her jeans and her nice shoes and her hat on her head.
Yeah, I'm sure when you sashayed around, a few people crashed their car.
And that, yes, you know, they had music and everything. And when she came over to give out the raffle tickets and paintings and everything in my station, everything was gone.
Who was that?
And
Who was that came over?
the manager, you know, she had to call and who won this raffle, the raffle, you know, pulling the raffle.
Yeah.
Every box, somebody won, all of it.
Wow.
Yes, because you know I knew how to talk to them, and you know, and there was a really nice. I think we raised a lot of money. We did. It was cool. And I gave out. I know I gave. I think I had one card left out of 50.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, you did a bang up job. You sold everything. You raised the money.
Yes. Yes.
You got that doctor to be thinking, how come you still look so young when it's 30 years later?
Yes. And I'll be 86. You know, in June.
I know that. June the 8th, isn't it?
June the 4th.
Oh, the 4th. The 4th. Oh my golly.
Yes. Yes. Feeling so good. I'm telling you. Wow. They just. I know I was a star. I know.
For sure you were. You're always a star, Ruthie. You're always.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's great to hear your report on your medical. We knew it. It's just, hey, what color was your blood?
Oh, beautiful.
Did you take a picture of your blood?
Lady wouldn't, the first one let me, but this one said it was against the law.
Oh, that's terrible. That.
Yeah, said it was against the law, but at least we know it's good.
Yeah.
And the doctor knew it was good.
Yeah.
And they sending me, the office was filling up, but I told her I want a copy of my blood work.
For sure. Good for you. Yeah.
I feel that's not work. And Danielle is doing great. I told you about her mouth healed up and the next morning.
Yep.
I asked her mother. She ate. I told you she ate.
So now you're going to become a dentist.
Well, no, the tonic is a dentist. No, I was eating my baby's mouth.
Oh, Lordy.
But Anthony, I told her mother, she said, I called her, I said, look, I need another picture of Danny's mouth. She said, Nana, she's eating regular. It's completely all healed up.
Oh, that's great.
It's what? She said, yes, but I said, but still send me another picture. Don't tell Danielle what she was thinking because I will never be able to give her a glass of water. She says, I'm going to Nana's because Nana know how to heal me, but she don't know she's drinking the tonic.
Perfect. Keep doing that and keep her on the tonic.
Yes, but I told her after your dad and all of my kids, I show her a lot of the pictures and everything. You know where y'all used to take pictures of the kids?
Yeah.
And that was her dad with his feet turned over at 18 months saying, oh, hey, kids, tell your nanny and put you on the tonics. I'm just leaning my feet to the side. It's not broken.
Oh, Lordy.
Everything. And remember, he told the doctor with the H1N1 flu virus, I am too young to die. And my nana Ruthie will take care of me. She can take care of me. And sure enough, from 9 years old until he drowned at age 23.
Wow.
You know, that was Danny's father.
Yeah.
I mean, the H1N1, you know, he took care of him.
Yeah.
It took care of him. Pictures and all. We saw all the mucus and everything. And I'm the healthiest person in the village and the oldest person in the village.
You got some great stories, Ruthie.
Yes, the JC Tonic. Hey, they came to you. I was looking. I got your father and my picture sitting on my desk. because that's, as Patrice said, it's JC is God's tonic.
That's
It
right.
is came to him in a dream. JC, Jesus Christ tonic.
You know, we have a video that I started making the videos I told you, and one lady did the video, and she said at the end of it, she said, me and my family, we call this the Jesus Christ tonic water.
Yes, yes, and it's more than water.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a whole body tonic.
that's right.
And when you talk about Jesus Christ, he said, if you read your Bible, I have everything the body needs in the earth.
That's right.
And my God, we have 18 by the ratio, a whole body tonic.
By the way, my dad used to quote those things from the Bible. If you remember which passage it was, pull it out for me and let me know, because that would be nice. That would be good to share with people, you know.
Oh, yes. And if they read the Bible, they see it every day.
Yeah, but you don't think of marking it down, you know, which passage it is. So if when you come across it the next time and you know what the passage is, send it to me. My dad had them all, and he wrote them in his little pamphlets he used to make in the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
And it's true. I mean, it's all in the Bible. In several places, they talk about that.
Yes, I'll make sure I get them to you.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yes, because I tell you right now.
Well, if I don't see you, Ruthie, or talk to you until Easter, happy Easter and happy Palm Sunday and happy everything.
Thank you, Anthony, and thank God for you. Okay?
Well, he's still looking after me, so far so good.
Yes, yes, yes. Hey, and you looking after us. Just imagine, our product has never had a recall or failed us yet.
That's right.
You know, hey.
I just was working on a video these last week or so that I'm going to put up on the website. So hopefully in a couple of weeks it'll be there. And I look at myself, and I'm 80. I'll be 88 this year, and I don't look too bad for an old guy, you know.
You don't look bad at all, because I was looking at the video. But another thing about something pops up asking people to create an account. Is that something different when they try to look at the video?
No, but that video is because it's on YouTube, and they want you to join YouTube and create an account. So you can if you want, because if you do, then there's a lot of other stuff you can watch on YouTube, you know.
Right, but if you don't want to, you don't have to, right?
No, absolutely not.
Right.
It's just that when you go on YouTube and we don't pay for it, they're allowed to advertise, so they're advertising.
Gotcha.
And you might even see an ad come up for some product. You know, you never know whoever's advertising on YouTube, you know.
You see some ads come popping up at you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, there's no, you don't have, you just ignore that if you want.
Oh, well, that's what I can tell a lot of the. I was gonna do it, but I didn't want to join this and that. Okay, all right, I get the answer.
Yeah.
Just gave me the answer, and the girl is just as fine as she want to be, still turning heads. But you have a blessed day, and thanks for calling me.
You too, darling. Nice chatting with you, and great to hear your medical news.
Yes, you know, Jake.
That's right. So there, folks, what more can I tell you? It is what it is. This is just amazing. A youth solution and a pet solution, I should say, a pet with poor health solution. Give it to your pets. Take more of it yourself. Make sure your children are using it. Oh, by the way, I am a new grandfather. I have a grandson. He's now 1 year old. He's been getting a measure of the JC Tonic in his formula from day one. Why is that? It's because I did that with my daughter, whose son he is. And she's been drinking the tonic her life. And she knows the value of it. She feels it every day. And so she wants to make sure her son benefits from the greatness that the JC Tonic will give a body, and she started him on it right away. Do the same with your children. You will not be sorry. So there we are, folks, and thank you very much once again. And as we like to say around here, take an ounce and feel the bounce. See you next time.
Uric Classic Whole Body Tonic is a dietary supplement, not a drug. Therefore, it is useful to affect the structure and/or function of your body in various ways, but it is not intended to and will not cure, mitigate, treat, or prevent any disease. Individual testimonials may not be rep everyone's experience and do not constitute scientific evidence. Uric Corporation does not make any drug or treatment claims for its product.